Welcome back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio. And we have a special Gazelles Gab coming up. In-studio guest Bailey is with us. And you know what? I'm going to let her kind of talk about herself. Bailey, tell us a little bit about you and your family, hobbies, interests, all of that.
So my name is Bailey Anderson, and I'm going to be a senior, and I've been on the golf team for probably 6 years, and I'm also been on the competitive cheer team for 6 years, both since I was in 7th grade, and I have been part of the football cheerleading sideline team for the last 2 years. I grew up with my mom and my grandma and grandpa, just a really good family to surround myself with. My mom's taught me everything I know, my grandpa's help, and they've kind of shaped me to like the person and the golfer I've become, and that's really my story. And I really like golfing. I like to listen to music. I like to hang out with friends. I like to get ice cream. Ice cream's probably my favorite food. And I really like football.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, there's a lot to unpack there. So first, you're going to be a senior. So do you know what you want to do after high school?
Yes, I plan to be a sports broadcaster. And I'm not exactly sure what college. I have some colleges on my mind. Depends if I want to play college golf or not, or where that path leads me.
All right, and so sports broadcaster, a specific sport or kind of take whatever?
Probably NFL or college football.
All right, excellent. So with that, do you have favorite teams?
Yes, the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
And college football, Notre Dame.
Nice. Good choices. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a great aspiration. That is amazing. And so, you've been golfing, competitive cheer, and then sideline cheer as well. Two or three very different disciplines. Do you find that you have to work kind of different parts of your brain in each
yes.
one? And is there some carryover that we might not think about?
Competitive cheer is more physical, definitely. Not really as mental, but golf is all mental. I think your golf is more mental in your mind, and cheer is like more of like, I don't know, like use your body, physical. But there is some aspects that carry over of like the respect, the teammates, the trying to become the best version, and like the practice. I mean, sometimes you've got to practice a lot for golf. Sometimes you got to practice a lot of your stunts or your motions or all of that, the sharpness, or like the irons. You got to practice your irons. You got to practice your sharpness and cheer. So there's like it all kind of comes together at the end of the day.
All right, well, excellent. And so golf, you've been golfing for Yankton for 6 years. Is that when you started, or have you been golfing even longer?
I have been golfing longer than that, but I would say when I hit like 7th grade is when I really got into it. Like I would kind of hated going to the golf course just because I did it my whole entire life. I was started off 3 on a golf course watching my mom and my grandpa golf, and I did some of the junior PGA with like my friends and stuff. But then like 7th grade, I really got serious.
Okay. And as you've improved, you said golf is a very mental game. As you've improved, have you found the enjoyment of the sport increases?
Yes. Yeah, it does. It's always like you'll have a good day and it will be a thing, but then it's just very hard because you can do it. Like you got to find that joy even if you can't do it that day.
All right. Well, I want to talk more about that as well, because I am not an athlete and I'm not a golfer. My thing is I golfed when I was younger, and I was bad and got worse, and so it just frustrated me. So I'm always appreciative of people that can golf and maintain that positive attitude towards it. And of course, I want to do some icebreakers. But you talked about competitive cheer, right?
Yep.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. What appeals to you about that sport?
I love performing. I'm very energetic. I have a lot of school spirit. So like school spirit is I go up to everything. I show up to everything. I dress up for homecoming. So like that's a chance where I can, have some pride at the sidelines of football nights or at a competition on a Thursday or a Tuesday, and just be with your friends and your family. And I've been part of cheer for a long time. Like I would say I was more serious about cheer than I was golf when I was little. Like I was on RCC, like River City Gymnastics, like the cheer team, my whole first grade till like 5th grade. or first to fourth, but that's a long time. That's 4 years you're doing stuff.
All right.
So,
Well, definitely. And now in school, as you enter your senior year, what are some of your favorite courses? Because, I mean, does Yankton have a media program that
yeah,
you're able
it's
to
pretty
do?
it's pretty the same thing. I would say I like Lakeview and Mitchell. And then Harrisburg's, I'm not sure what they're, Spring Creek. Spring Creek's, each time I go there, I PR, so it's like good.
Okay, so those are some of your favorites.
Yeah.
What is it about those courses that appeal to you?
I just think that, I don't know, I think it's more of like if you hit your driver good, you're in a good spot. Like I can hit my driver good at all the other courses, but then like hitting my second shot is harder at some other courses than like my next course. Like I can hit my second shot and be like 50 yards out and only have to go up and down and get it in a par or something.
Okay.
And their greens are kind of easier, I would say.
All right. And, obviously with golf, there's the long game, the mid game, and the short game. Which one is your strength and which one is the one that you wish you could just improve 20% right now?
Well, Simon would always tell you it's our short game, but I love chipping. I could chip. I think my chipping has improved so much, but I do like my driver. I can drive pretty far for how little I am. But I would say my second shots need to improve. So that's like my hybrid, my 7-iron, just like I can hit the distance just hitting like direct like direction or hitting the like right line or hitting like where I want it to go.
Okay. Well, and right now you're obviously in that kind of competitive mode. When you go golf, are you always thinking about your game and improving, or do you ever get a chance to just go out when you go out and just say, okay, today I'm not sweating anything. I'm just going out there to play.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it puts on a whole lot of loaded pressure when you're in competitive. Like, you just want to do good because you don't have to, but you want to. But, like, I've gone out this summer and I've just not cared and I've done, like, the best I have done. Like, I would play good. Like,
okay.
So it's just, like, it's weird because I feel like but it's a hard game because it's hard not to, like, just go have fun at a competition. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I totally understand. And now, a player like Phil Mickelson, when he was growing up, maturing, even after he was a professional, he would just go out and practice. I mean, it was more of a trick shot thing, but would practice tough shots. Do you ever go and just toss the ball in a precarious situation just to see how different angles and things work and how you're able to do that?
Yeah, my grandpa took me out the day before state and like put me in some like interesting like places to see if like I was in the trees, what I would do and like how my line should be or how my thing to be.
Okay, excellent. Well, we're going to talk more about golf and the competitive side of it and the season coming up in your senior year, but I always like to ask some icebreakers. Still willing to answer a few of those?
Sure.
All right. First one is one final meal. What would you want to have? And I know ice cream is going to be at the back end. We got that as the favorite food, but
yeah.
Would you have something before that?
Yes, I would have probably a medium rare steak with some ranch, dairy dock sherbet, but it has to be coconut. And then I would have pretzel bites on the side and a Shirley Temple. And probably some French fries.
All right. Now, so the ranch, is that for the dipping the pretzel bites, the French fries, or both?
The steak and the fries.
Steak and the fries. Okay, all right. And pretzel bites, are you dipping anything with that?
And cheese.
That's the cheese, not like a nacho cheese sauce?
Yeah, and then for dessert, also the like cactus bread or like the pizza ranch dessert pizza. That's so good.
That is some good stuff. And that's why I can't go to pizza because I could eat all of it and then I'd feel bad and then it'd be sad. But no, that sounds amazing. And the medium rare. Spot on. All right, I like that. And then, so for the fries, just the regular, would you get them from somewhere specific? How do you like them cut? Crinkle cut, straight cut?
Straight cut, but like a little toasted and a little crispy.
All right, I like it. Now, if you could see any three musical artists from throughout history, so living or dead, live in concert, who would you want to see?
Well, my favorite artist is Chris Stapleton, and I've seen him, but I would see him a million times. Then John Party, probably. Then, Trissa Chaverwood, or what's her name? Is that her name? She sings X's and O's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She came to Riverboat Days one year. I would see her.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. I like that. And John Party, he's becoming more popular as
Yes.
an answer for this. So,
Yes.
yeah. Excellent. I like that. All right. Now, assume all of your basic life needs are met. So you have guaranteed levels of food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. If a phone's important to you, you have that as well. Money is no object, so think as big as you want, but you can only buy one thing. What would it be? You could upgrade any one of those. You could, if it's a house or a car or whatever, or you could buy something completely different. What would you do?
I'd probably buy like a store so then I could, or money is,
Money is no object.
I'd probably buy like a mall. So then you
Okay.
can just like get everything.
All right. Hey, I like that. And as a side of that, if you own the mall, you can
You
rent
get-
it out.
yeah.
You get carte blanche to all this.
Yeah.
No,
And you
I like
can
that. So
host
now you have
all
an
this,
income
yeah.
stream too. Perfect. All right. Now, you could travel back to any point in the Earth's history one time, and you're guaranteed safe return. To when would you travel and why?
2016.
Okay. Why is
Because
that?
I think 2016 was so fun. Like I was little and I had nothing to worry about, and that was kind of before like phones really got that big. Like they were still, but like I don't know, I liked it.
No. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. And then, if you could sit next to any celebrity on a 12-hour flight, who would you choose?
I'm trying to think. Steve McGarrett. He's from Hawaii Five-0.
Okay. All right. I like that.
I love Hawaii Five-0, and I think he's pretty attractive. So maybe sitting next to him would be fun, and just ask him about how it is like on that, like acting like a show like that.
All right. Hey, I like it. I like it. And then finally, if you could pick one superpower to have, what would it be?
Invisibility.
All right. Now, you wouldn't use that for ill, would you? It would just be for fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
So like you could go in a room with your friends and like nothing, they wouldn't know you're there.
I like that. I see. I like that. I like that. All right. Now, this one's a little more serious. This is the final icebreaker. But as you go through life, and this could be a celebrity, it could be an athlete, or it could be somebody closer to home. And if you have more than one answer, that's fine. But as you go through life, who is someone or are some people that you hold up as examples and say, if I can live my life like her or him, I'm going to consider myself a success?
Well, I really like Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
He's probably my favorite golfer, and I mean, maybe he gets really mad, but I like how he goes about, like, he's really humble and he stays humble. He donates and all of that. So that's probably one. That's a hard question. You said like people that I would look up to, like in a celebrity, anyone.
Celebrity, athlete, close to home, anybody like
My
that?
mom probably.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about-
And Jordan Spieth, it's nice because he's been so successful.
Yeah.
And yes, he has emotions on the course, but you never hear anything bad about him off the course.
Yeah.
At least I never have.
I haven't heard anything. Yeah.
And that's, in this day and age, that's quite the
Yeah.
testament. Because it's very easy to even allowing that emotion. We've heard about emotions in locker rooms.
Yeah.
Where they trash a locker room after a round or after an event. And so no, I think that's good. All right, excellent. Well, you did great on the icebreakers. You willing to talk a little golf as we wrap up here?
Yes. Our golf team did grow a lot this year, which is very exciting. Like we went from like 15 girls to like 25. So that's really exciting to see more growth and more things. And this upcoming year, I mean, we lost Sabrina. She was our number 2, and she was like our only senior on varsity. And now going up, we do have a lot of seniors. We have like 5 girls that are all on the went to state last year and are on the varsity team. So we are looking for a little bit of plaque in our way. I mean, this year we came up just short of one. We didn't play the best, but it's golf, so maybe staying consistent so we make sure when we go to that state tournament that we bring home a plaque. Just because, I mean, it's always nice to end your career, and to come off at 7th last year, you just got to get top 6 for plaques.
Well, and obviously as a senior, do you view this year, coming year, a little bit differently?
Yeah.
I mean, do you view yourself, because obviously you were still one of the older ones with just Sabrina being the senior.
Yeah.
but do you feel an extra responsibility this
Yeah.
year?
I feel like I do and I don't. Like, I kind of, like, everyone's known, like, oh, like, we're kind of like the older people, like, we're all on the team. But I do, I mean, pushing, like, the girls, it's like, come on, guys, like, we can do this. Like, just having, like, more faith and, like, believing in ourselves, even, like, if we just have a bad day or just trying to see the best out of it, you know? Like, don't get so down on yourself. Like, at the end of the day, it will be okay.
Well, and with the number of younger golfers that you have, even some that are just maybe a year or two, but some that are 3, 4, 5 years younger, and basically starting out kind of where you were, 7th, 8th grade. Do you try to offer them advice? And what do you offer? What would you say to young golfers would be some of your key pieces of advice to excel?
I would say don't stress it when you're young. 7th grade year, I mean, you have a lot of time. Like, I was like, you don't get mad at yourself if you're not going to be on varsity. Don't get mad. Like, keep trying, because, like, the work you put in will be seen and it will happen. Like, you know, it's hard when there's 5 seniors on this varsity spot, and there is a freshman that has been on it 7th and 8th grade year, and we all love her. And, you know, just keep the talent. And if you're there, if you're there just to have fun, bring more friends. Like, it's a fun sport, and it's like, golf is a thing that, like, you don't ever have to quit. Technically, like, you can play it lifelong. Like, you can't, like, football, I mean, you can't just go, like, put the pads on all the time unless you make it to the NFL, but you can always carry the clubs to golf course. So it's just like, it's a life skill and it's a life lesson. Like, don't stress it.
All right. And before I let you go, Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy, who are we pulling for?
I don't even think, this might be a hot take, but I don't think Kyler Murray is going to be that good.
See, I hate to say that too. I kind of feel I don't have the highest of expectations for this year because I don't know that JJ's the guy, but I don't know that Kyler is either. And as Minnesota fans, we're just used to disappointment. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm looking for a national championship in Notre Dame's history this upcoming year.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think Coach Freeman has them playing well. And I think they're last year's snub, I think there's a little bit of a chip on that shoulder. Yeah. So it's going to be exciting times. So, you know, when you're not golfing, you're not cheering and not watching football or paying attention to football, what do you do for your downtime?
I would say I hang out with friends or go to the pool or go swimming or something.
All right. Any big plans for this summer yet?
I'm actually leaving for Minnesota today. We're going to go to the Twins game, and I've got some of my senior pictures. Okay. And we're going to go hit up the Mall of America, and then I'm going to Texas in late July because I'm in a wedding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, enjoy your summer.
Thank you.
Exciting times. Enjoy your senior year. What's the one thing of your senior year that you're looking forward to the most?
Homecoming week.
Homecoming week. All right. Well, you did say you're kind of a school spirit type of girl. So great. Well, Bailey, thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. And,
nice to meet you.
Oh, it was nice to meet you as well. And these Gazelles Gabs, if you want to be a sponsor for these, just give me a call, 605-661-5858. I'd talk about you beforehand. I'd talk about you after. Then we'd have an ad coming up. These get put on YouTube at the mic with Michael Schumacher after the fact. So give it a listen. We'll be back after this.